Hi Virgo, this is Power and Light Tarot, bringing you your August 15th through the 31st love reading. As usual, I have two decks here, one for the spread and one for clarification for any repeating cards for more thorough messages or more clear messages. Please check your moon and your rising as well for more clarification, more information, and let's get started. So, the situation here, we have the Queen of Wands with the Hierophant. So I feel like you are dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and the situation is surrounding a commitment, a relationship, a commitment. Possible too here that, you know, this situation with this fire sign, I believe, could be you taking on this this energy, but I don't believe it is. So also the Queen of Wands shows up twice in your reading. So I feel like you're dealing with the fire sign. So the situation here is you are dealing with the fire sign regarding some commitment here. Also, you know, the Hierophant can also talk about just having the keys to something. The keys to, like the key to a situation. But I feel like this situation is regarding a commitment or a relationship. Could be a marriage with a Queen of Wands, with a fire sign. Could be somebody embodying that energy as well, but I feel like this is a fire sign. So in the past, we have the Chariot and the Four of Cups. So, you know, you could have been dealing, it's possible you're dealing with a Cancerian here. But I feel like, you know, in the past, somebody has taken control over their life here with the Chariot. They're moving forward successfully. After a disappointment. The Four of Cups talks about, you know, an offer, sometimes not seeing the offer, but sometimes it just being a disappointment. So somebody has moved forward here in the past, taking control over their life after some struggles, possibly regarding or surrounding a disappointment. So how you're feeling about it, we have the King of Wands here as well. So here's more fire energy. Excuse me a second. So with the King of Wands here, you know, and how you're feeling about the situation, I feel like you may want movement in the situation. You may want to take control. You may want courage. Because the King of Wands is the ultimate action-oriented king. He wants to move forward in everything he does. He wants to expand. So I feel like you are, you're wanting to move forward or take some action, okay? You may be feeling defensive as well. I have the Page of Swords here with it. You may be wanting to, you know, also bring some communication. But I feel like you're on guard here, and you are trying to, you're on guard, but you're trying to move forward. You're trying to maybe gain courage. You could be feeling this way right now. You could be feeling courageous, wanting to take action. So how they're feeling about it, they feel, they have the Hangman and the Page of Cups. So they're up in their head right now. They're trying to take a, you know, they're trying to take a new perspective here. You know, look at it from a different point of view or a different angle. You know, they may be feeling that they need an apology in a situation. We have the Page of Cups here. They may be wanting to offer you their Page of Cups. But I feel like they are really looking at the situation here with the Hanged Man. And they're looking either at an apology, or they're all up in their head about an apology, or maybe an offer. Could be some communication, romantic communication, something like that. But they're feeling stuck. They're feeling the Hangman. They're feeling in limbo. So the next position we have here is the problem at hand, or the obstacle. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here with the Knight of Wands. So I feel like, you know, the problem here could be you, Virgo. And I say that it could be the other person, though. It could be, you know, the problem here, this could be you working too hard. It could be the other person, but Virgos are known to, you know, be very hard workers here. So with the Eight of Wands, somebody's really working hard. They could be working hard, you know, at doing wrong. Okay, this doesn't always have to be, you know, working hard at your career, but somebody's working hard on something and they're concentrating. Okay, you could be concentrating on your coin here, but this is the problem or the obstacle. So, you know, clarifying that is the Knight of Wands. So I feel like somebody just wants to come in and go out. You know, one of you is very charismatic, charming, sexy, confident, popular, but somebody wants to kind of come in and, you know, come in and go out, kind of come as and go as they please, and they're working hard too. Could be working hard to maintain that as well, because I do have the Four of Pentacles, which talks about, you know, being stubborn, and kind of, it can talk about holding on and keeping things the same way, or holding on to anything, beliefs, situations. So the next situation, the next position we have here is the action taken. So somebody is going to be, somebody is trying to make a decision, possibly over an Aries. We have the Emperor here. We have the Hermit here. The Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant, all as the Hanged Man as well in the Major Arcana. So there's a lot of Major Arcana here. So I feel like, you know, you are going through something compelling. But the action taken here is the Two of Wands here. Somebody's trying to make a decision here about either a partner or a path. Okay, with the Two of Wands, you know, there's a man here looking out at the sea, holding the world in his hand. What should I do with my world, right? This can talk about travel as well. But I feel like somebody's trying to make a decision here, and it could be this, whoever's making the decision, it could be over, you know, maybe over some boundaries that need to be set. Or maybe it's also possible too, somebody's just being controlling here. Or somebody's dealing with an Aries. So we have the Emperor here. The Emperor talks about setting boundaries, rules, structure, order, and also can talk about, you know, being controlling. So somebody could be making a decision here, and it could be, they could be controlling, either you or the other person, or they could be making a decision because they feel like maybe the situation is a little controlling. Like maybe you are controlling, Virgo. Could be them as well. So the next position we have here is the hopes and fears. These are your hopes and fears, Virgo, with the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So the Queen of Wands is the first card in your reading here. And now she shows up in reverse in your hopes and fears. So I feel like you are dealing with a fire sign here in your hopes and fears, and your, you know, kind of like the overall energy or the situation here. She shows up twice. The King of Wands is here as well. But I feel like you are dealing with a fire sign, or you're dealing with somebody embodying fire energy, which is, you know, can be passionate, somebody who's expansive, somebody who wants to move forward, you know, with their life. They are trying to live authentically, with passion and excitement. So the Queen of Wands here in the reverse. So this is your hopes and fears. You're hoping to hold on to something That's what I think. Or you're fearing somebody is trying to hold on to something. But you are either hoping to move on from a fire sign. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You could also be hoping, you know, to hold on to something, but fearing, this is possible too, fearing maybe that this Queen of Wands is going to move on. Move away from you to calmer waters. You could also be fearing that, you know, you're holding on to your own beliefs in the situation or what you want. The Four of Pentacles talks about, it talks about somebody holding on, you know, very tightly to either a situation. It can talk about being stubborn. So you could be being stubborn and fearing, you know, fearing that somebody is moving on here onto calmer waters. You could also be fearing that, you know, that if you maintain your same situation, whatever that may be, whatever it is that you want in this situation, that is going to, you know, cause you to move on to calmer waters, away from this Queen of Wands who's in the reverse. You could be fearing they're going to move on as well. Maybe you've put them in the reverse here. Because the situation here at the beginning of your reading talks about a commitment with a fire sign. Maybe you don't want a commitment with the fire sign. And so somebody's moving away to calmer waters, away from, you know, the Queen of Wands in reverse. She could be moving away too from you. So in their hopes and fears, they have the Hermit and they have the Ten of Swords. So they're fearing betrayal. They could just be hoping it's over, though, because the Ten of Swords talks about betrayal that is over with. But they could be fearing it, you know, they could be fearing betrayal from you, Virgo, because you're showing up here in your own reading as the Hermit. So they could also be hoping just to shed the light on this betrayal that has already happened. So in the outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So, you know, there's going to be some type of victory here. The wheel's going to turn. There's going to be some fated events, fated changes here. Okay, the wheel is going to turn. Maybe after somebody has used their intuition, okay, we have the High Priestess. Or maybe after somebody's just chilling here. The High Priestess can just talk about chilling. Like just sitting back and kind of being in your head. Not your logical head, but your spiritual head. So the wheel's going to turn here. There's some type of a, you know, a fated, you know, I feel like a fated beginning here. But the Wheel of Fortune, you know, in the upright does talk about success. Maybe somebody's using their intuition in the matter. You know, we do have the Hermit card here as well. The Hermit card is a spiritual card. You know, when we do, you know, when we go within and we soul search, we use our intuition, right? It's not all about logic and rationalization. It's about spirituality. So you're going to have some type of success here in this situation. And you're going to be either using your intuition or just kind of chilling out here. This could be another woman, though, as well. But we do have the Seven of Swords here, which talks about sneaky Sneaky behavior. The Ten of, there was betrayal here. The Ten of Swords is showing up. But there's going to be some kind of a success here. And I feel like you're showing up as the King of Pentacles next to the High Priestess. Maybe you're going to be able to, you know, this is kind of a, maybe you're going to be able to continue to be, maybe you're being sneaky here, Virgo. It could be the other person with the Seven of Swords here. It's right next to the King of Pentacles. So this could be your energy wanting to get away with things. Could be the other person. Also, you know, the success in this situation too, like this can go a few ways, right? But with the Wheel of Fortune, somebody could be, you know, finding their success just using their intuition. Over King of Pentacles, who may be, you know, being sneaky here. You know, the outcome too could be, you know, maybe somebody needs to do this, needs to go use their intuition over the King of Pentacles and sneaky behavior. Maybe you need to use your intuition about some sneaky behavior. Okay, Virgo, I hope you like your reading. Until next time, please like, share, and subscribe, and see you next time.